Hello viewers, this is Nurul Islam Laskar, Honorary Director of Seven Sense Communication, coming for the second episode of post-pandemic PR. What's public relation going to be like in the era after the pandemics? In the last episode, which was the first episode, we have talked about the overall scenario of public relation after the coronavirus pandemic gets over. Now we are going to take over one specific topic, and that is newspaper. Why newspaper? Because newspaper is very closely connected with the subject of public relations. What is public relation again? If you ask this question, one simple answer of this question is public relation is an effort to build an image. This is the short definition of public relation. So in building an image, there are several tools. Several tools are used for building an image. And one of the major tools for building an image is newspapers, which is the part of newspapers are a part of mass communication, or different kind of media are there, print media, electronic media, social media. So in print media we've got the newspapers. Newspapers have a big role in public relation. How's newspaper going to look in post-pandemic scenario? During lockdown, we have seen most of us are not receiving the printed copy of our newspaper for various reasons. Some newspapers are not printing enough copies. Some newspapers don't have enough people coming to deliver the newspapers. The hawkers are not there for delivering the newspapers. And some newspapers, they want to sell, but the people don't want because they're afraid when the hawker brings the newspaper, whether the newspaper will have the coronavirus on it. So all these factors have gone to affect the printing and circulation of newspaper. So what has happened? What has happened is people are depending more and more on online newspaper. We are most of the time seeing the newspaper on our phone, on our Android phone mostly. And this is going to become a habit because lockdown is being extended. In some countries it has been extended for 3 months. In Australia it has been for 6 months. So if the lockdown continues, even the habits will change. Many of us will get used to seeing the newspaper on the phone only. So the printed newspaper will not be there. So this will mean loss of jobs. Lot of people who are in the printing presses, in the circulation or in the delivery of the newspapers, they'll be losing jobs. So what will happen again? More and more people will see the newspaper on the phone, plus a lot of people will look for news on social media. As a result of which, it's not necessarily only the newspapers or TV or the portals will give the news. Even individuals, knowledgeable people who feel it is their duty to share and circulate positive news with people in general, they will be using the space in the social media for sharing news, and a lot of it will be genuine news, a lot of it will not be genuine news. But then this is going to be the reality in post-pandemic area. So there are going to be new providers of news. So it may be for the good of people, because you see, of late, a lot of newspapers have become, the providers of paid news. They serve somebody's purpose. So when the news is disseminated, and a lot of people with good intentions come in the field and try to give good news to the people, is going to be for the good of the people. So let's wait and watch what happens So until we meet again in the third episode of Post Pandemic PR, I sign off here. Thank you for listening to me.